What's up guys, welcome back to Sports Talk 101, and in today's video we'll cut you more preview prediction videos. Um, stuff for college football. I think I make my way to college football. Just bear with me. Um, um, you know, we're covering the Big 12 today. We're talking about Arizona State. Let's get started.
Day in the life of the small PT studio.
Welcome back. Today we talk about Arizona State. Arizona State come in. Kenny Dillingham, great. He's a great coach. I like Kenny Dillingham. He's done a really good job at Arizona State. Led them to playoff last year. It was last year before. I can't remember, 1 or 2 playoffs. But yeah, it was last year's playoffs. Won the Big 12. We had Texas Tech, BYU, really good season last year. Texas Tech won the Big 12. Led his team to playoff. Sam Levitt quarterback. He transfers out. I believe he's now over at Penn State now, if I'm not mistaken. He's transferred over to Penn State. I like Kenny Dillingham. I mean, this program is really good. He's 22 in the Stanford ranking, 40 composition, overall 29th. He recruits really well. This team, he recruits really well with the best recruiters out there. He's a really good coach. Okay, I love his offense. I love especially his offense. I mean, look at Sam Lovett. I mean, the way he ran the offense under him, didn't play playing Ohio State, Texas, and all that run. Then the defense really good. One of the best secondaries out in the Big 12. I think look at the Big 12 right now. The best teams in the Big 12 is Arizona State, Texas Tech, Utah, and BYU. Hands down, these are the best teams. Now, outside that, Arizona, maybe Kansas State some years. Iowa State depends on some years. Baylor can be up in there. Traditionally, it's been Oklahoma and Texas down there, but I see, of course, at least with Oklahoma State, which they've been going down the drain. I mean, they've been treading up there with Matt Gundy, new head coach now. Of course, with Houston, surprised a lot of people out there. TCU, Sony, and TCU probably heading in the right direction. Cincinnati, we'll see what the future is for Cincinnati. Maybe going down the road, we'll see. But I do like Kelly Dillingham. Like I said, he's a great coach. He's done a hell of a job as head coach at Arizona State. And like I said, a really good recruiting class here, and really nicely up in the transfer portal. Any big names? Let's take a look. Not really no big names. They do bring in. Well, actually, there's one of the big names they bring in is Mikey King, the quarterback from Michigan. I believe he played at. He's coming to. I think he's going to be a starting quarterback at. He did not play a lot of Michigan. He's probably the big name coming in. Other than him, really no big names. Maybe Omen Miller, the wide receiver from Colorado. You bring him in. He did a really good job last year at Colorado. We'll see how he does here as a transfer. You do bring in Cutter Boley, the quarterback from Kentucky. So two of the quarterbacks you bring in, both in the transfer. We'll see who's going to be the starting quarterback. But I think that's going to be the big case here. The win total right now for Arizona State, they went 8-4 last year, 6-3 Big 12. Right now, 6.5. DraftKings, BetMGM, wherever you look at, what Vegas saying, what people are betting, 6.5. I'm taking over, meaning they have to go 7-5 or better to hit the over. You cannot win 6.5 games. It just doesn't make sense. They have to go 5-7 or worse. Sorry, 6-6 or worse to take the under. And I can tell you right now, I'm gonna take the over. I think you pick Morgan State. You start the season at Morgan State at home. Then you go on the road, one of the toughest environments on the road in Texas A&M. Neutral site in London against Kansas, and then you come a bye week, which I think is perfect bye week because of time difference and the travel. You host Baylor, you host Hawaii, so your three non-con games of the way in Texas A&M, Morgan State, and Baylor, in Hawaii. Go on the road against Texas Tech. Then come home against Kansas State, on the road against BYU, and then home against Colorado. You do get UCF on the road in Oklahoma State, at home and then on the road in Arizona to finish the season. The biggest game that I'm really worried about, and if I this is a trap game right here. This is a trap game by definition of trap game, because this right here is the toughest stretch of games. You got two really good games on the road in Kansas State. Let's say you lose against Texas Tech, or if you get caught looking ahead, you could lose to Kansas State, because you could get caught looking ahead against BYU game, which is the further game afterwards. So this is a tricky stretch right there. Of course, this game right here on the road in Texas A&M, of course, you're playing Kansas. Neutral site game is in London, but it is a neutral site game. Time difference, you're not used to, so I think that's also a big difference here. But I think you lose Texas A&M. I just don't think you beat Texas A&M. It's on the road, one toughest place to play. I think rebound and beat Kansas on in the neutral site game. And though it's in London, England, in a neutral site game, I just do not think you could. Could you lose the game? Absolutely. I don't know. Look, look at the picture videos of you're saying you're winning, you're supposed to win, losing, you're supposed to lose to, winning, you're not supposed to win, losing, you're not supposed to lose to. It's hard to preview and predict these games. Look, I could be wrong heading to 2026. Absolutely. I really think I could be wrong heading into 2026. I think you lose Texas Tech. I think you lose Kansas State. You lose Arizona, BYU. That's where they're 4 wins. I think I'm going to take the over. You lose Arizona. I took the over 7-5 to finish the season. Not bad for Arizona State. 7 and 5 for the Sun Devils up in Tempe, Arizona. I've Kenny Dillingham and his Cupman team going 7-5 in 2026. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button and Sports Talk 1 video. Peace.